And welcome to a chapter of my life. Joining me today are two young ladies, Rachel and
Eryn. Eryn Proctor.
Eryn Proctor. I'll tell you what a little star. Loves the camera, doesn't she?
She really does.
Also loves the gloves. We're going to be talking about your promotion company, EA Promotions.
Yep.
But first of all, we're going to talk a little bit about boxing because this young lady is a boxer.
Yep.
And you're promoting a boxing bout not far from here at the Solihull Ice Rink on June the 10th.
That's right.
First and foremostly, little lady, how did you get into boxing? Because you just don't look like a boxer.
Do you want to tell a story?
My friend Tyler got into it, that's sort of how I got into it because he started talking about it at school and he made it sound very interesting, so that's how I got into it.
Is it very interesting? Do you get hit?
Yeah.
Do you fight against girls, bigger girls, smaller girls, or
Well, you fight against Leroy, don't
Yeah.
you?
really?
Yeah.
How big's Leroy? He sounds big.
Yeah.
He's your coach, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, so he's big. And if he's your coach, that means he must be really, really good as well.
Yeah.
When he punches you, does he hurt you?
Sometimes.
God blimey, I'll change your coach and get rid of Leroy. Flipping heck. So how long have you been boxing?
Been a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah.
You started when you was, what, 4? You was 4, wasn't you?
So how old are you now, Eryn?
7.
7. What school do you go to?
Brownmeans Academy.
Oh, blimey, you're very vocal, aren't you? Are you like that in the boxing ring? But you can't talk in the boxing ring because you've got gum shields on, so that really must knock you back a little bit. Literally.
Why don't you tell Paul what your nickname is, your boxing nickname?
Go on. Flower.
what
Is
does-
it Flower?
No.
What does Leroy call you?
The smiling boxer.
Yeah, silent assassin, smiling assassin, I get
He
it.
always smile all the time.
Even when you get punched by Leroy, you still laugh at Leroy and smile at him?
Sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's your favourite bit about the boxing? What do you like, say? And when do you do it? How many nights do you do? 'Cause you're at school, obviously, 'cause you're only 7.
Yeah.
How many nights?
You can pick and
do
choose,
it?
can't you? Because it's Monday
Yeah.
to Friday. So you just kind of choose when you want to
Yeah.
go, don't you?
So you love it that much, you go every night.
Well,
Almost, isn't it?
Yeah, almost.
And where do you go fighting?
Do you remember what she's...
Back in our day, it was in the streets.
Street brawl.
You are from Shardend, then, yes?
Force 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
Force 1 kickboxing.
And where are they located?
Do you know?
No.
By Queen's Park.
By Queen's Park.
What, in Scotland?
No.
In Harborne, Queen's Park.
No, literally, you know the one up the road?
No. Where they
Yardley.
used to have the ER on it. Was that?
Yardley.
Oh, okay.
St Egbert's Church.
Oh, right. I
Yeah.
think I know where you... Is it at the top of the road and there's a dead end? There used to be a boxing
Yes.
gym there.
Yeah, he's all a dead end up there, yeah.
Who runs it?
Leroy. Yeah, and his son, Dylan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're doing really good.
Because going back in time, we used to do a few boxing podcasts, and I'm sure that we went up to a boxing gym up there, Yardley. It was top of a road, dead
well have
end,
done.
so it may well have
Yeah, you
been.
could well have done.
To be fair, I mean, you wouldn't think I was a taxi driver, but my knowledge of Birmingham now is awful. And our roads are terrible as well. They keep digging up roads all the time.
Yeah.
You're going to have that in years to come, young lady.
Yeah.
So how long are you going to be keeping boxing? And do you watch the boxing films as well? Do you watch Rocky?
Well, actually, that's funny because I was trying to wind her up for one of her training sessions, wasn't I? And I had to put on Eye of the Tiger.
Oh, right, okay, great song.
Dancing around in
Yeah.
the living room with Eye of the Tiger, but she got fed up and made me turn it off.
And I've seen little bits on your mum's socials about you smacking things, you know, like Leroy. Fantastic. Right then, Mum, let's get going. Still on the boxing theme.
Yeah.
You're promoting a big boxing summer brawl, isn't it?
Yep, summer
Which it
brawls
could be
too.
a summer ball, couldn't it, for the losers? But
Yep.
there you go.
Yep.
Everyone's a winner.
Yep.
Tell me about it. How did you get involved in it, Rach?
So I got involved in it. A friend of mine, John Pegg.
I know him.
Yeah.
Pegs, Smithswood.
He's awesome, yeah. He asked me if I'd give him a hand promoting some of the fighters.
Okay.
Get ready, I got some VIP tickets.
Yeah.
So as a thank you, I said I'd promote some of the fighters on Facebook. Went up to the gym, Met them all. They're all amazing, absolutely amazing. I met some fighters that are doing them. Because Summer Brawls, they're doing a few fights as well. Got a big one in Coventry as well coming up.
Okay.
So I met some of the fighters from that as well.
So they've done one before, haven't they?
Yeah.
At the ice rink.
Yeah.
So is this the second one that they're doing at the ice
Summer
rink?
Brawls too, yeah.
So Summer Brawls 2, it's on the 10th of June.
Yeah.
So you're only a few weeks away.
Not
if
far
that,
at all. Yeah,
if
2
that.
2 weeks.
It's the same night as the Champions League final, isn't it?
Yes.
So for football fans and boxing fans and football fans and, you know.
Which way are they going to go, yeah?
How are the tickets going, and can people still purchase those tickets?
Yeah, there's still the standard tickets, £40, VIP tickets, £60. Still plenty to purchase yet. They're going out, they're flying out, doing really good.
So what gyms, are they called gyms or boxing clubs? Who are involved? Where have you got the boxers from?
So the boxers are coming from all over.
Got ya.
Literally all over. They've got they go to John Pegg's gym, and then they've got their own gyms based by where they live as well. So they're literally mix and match.
It's a very dangerous sport. There's a lot of white-collar boxing.
Yeah.
This isn't one of those events.
Professional.
This is professional boxers.
Yeah, professional.
So are they boxers that have had a number of professional bouts? Or, you know, I mean, is there going to be a big audience there? What's the attraction for the boxers? How have they connected with this Summer Brawl?
So some of them, it'll be their first professional.
Sure.
Some of them, they've had a few professional fights. So they're all literally just coming together, and there'll be obviously crowds from their own gyms as well coming down to Birmingham as well to watch this fight.
And are they going to go like it would on a normal undercard, whereas you have the smaller guys and then go up to the heavyweight to finish? Is that how it's going to work? A normal
exactly.
boxing card?
Yeah.
Who's the main event? Is there a main event, or are they all main events in their own right? How is it?
They're all main events in their own right.
Ya.
Yeah. And it's Top Promotions is the company that's, it's their event, Top Promotions.
So are you going to be doing another one, or is it sucking it and seeing it and see how this one goes? Is it something that you would like to do?
Yeah, I'd love to do another one. I've got a passion for boxing, so as a little one. I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it.
Where did that passion for boxing come from?
I think it was my dad. Because
Okay.
I used to sit down and watch the Mike Tyson fights, the Bruno fights on a
everyone used
Saturday
to
night.
do
I went back in the day on a
Mind
Saturday
you,
night.
Tyson, I mean, I remember setting the alarm for Tyson. I think he played, was it Michael Spinks? And it lasted about 90 seconds.
Something like that.
I remember getting up and just seeing the soles of his feet, like, thinking, that was a waste of time getting up for that. But I mean, I'm Mike, what a legend and what a draw.
Unbelievable.
Have we got the
yeah.
characters in boxing now that we used to? Because a lot of boxing's on pay-per-view, isn't it? So
Yeah.
I don't think that's particularly good for the sport. It might be good for the boxers in terms of the financial, way that they can earn far more money
Yeah.
by pay-per-view. But I
Yeah.
think being on terrestrial television, you look at these fights, you think, oh, I like him. Like Barry McGuigan, for instance,
Yeah,
at
exactly,
Loftus
yeah.
Road.
Yeah.
Pedrosa.
Yeah.
Great fight.
Yeah.
Draws him in, don't he?
Yeah,
Almost
exactly.
made McGuigan a superstar
Yeah.
overnight.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So your old man, you're saying he was a blues supporter?
Yeah, my dad was a blues
Yeah.
supporter. Yeah, granddad, he loved blues, didn't he? Yeah, he loved the blues. Yeah, and the strange thing is, I always call myself a blues fan, but I'm a bit of a hypocrite because I don't think I could name one blues player. But I always just followed blues because of my dad.
Yeah, I call myself a blues fan, but most blues supporters think I support the Villa. but I don't. So let's go back. EA Promotions. But before you started getting involved with it and then become the managing director, I'm guessing, of your company, tell me about Rachel Proctor. On your socials, it's RACH, Rach Proctor.
Yeah.
Any reason for that?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's Rachel. Everybody
Yeah.
calls me Rach.
Yeah, got ya.
I'm just Rach.
It's for short.
No, it ain't, is it? Really?
sure.
You're right on the ball, you are, ain't you? Aye, fantastic. So where are you from, Rach? Where were you born? Where were you raised? Where were you brought up? Your education, etc.?
Birmingham. Yeah, Birmingham.
area?
I went Marston Green.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, born in Marston Green, yeah. Went to Whittington Oval Primary School.
Now that's over at the Midway, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not far, yeah.
Yeah.
Then went to BK Secondary School.
Blimey, in Salcross.
Yeah. Completely ordinary, completely normal. Got into schools. I was working with SEN children.
Okay, what's that? Tell me about it.
Special educational needs.
Okay.
Yeah, so autistic. And I worked at Laycroft Primary School.
Okay, where's that? I'm not familiar with that one.
Laycroft is right next to Tollcross.
Oh, right,
Yeah, it's
okay.
next to BK.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a new school for seriously you know, children who obviously can't get to mainstream school, non-verbal autistic children.
Okay.
Yeah, really enjoyed that. Very, very challenging, very demanding.
I bet it was.
Yeah, but job satisfaction was amazing. You know, when you've got children who they say can't communicate.
Yeah, yeah.
And then this one particular little boy, Jake, I'll never forget him. They said that you never get any communication out of him. Took a long time. I ended up getting him to do a heart.
Oh,
so that was
fabulous.
amazing. Yeah. Yeah, so
and it is heart-wrenching, isn't it, when you connect with kids?
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you don't have to talk the verbal, but that communication is golden, isn't it?
It's amazing, yeah.
So when you left school, what did you leave school with, and where did you go? What was your first jobs?
So I remember my first ever job, I was a waitress. Yeah, I was
in a cocktail bar.
yeah. Started early.
Yeah,
I was a waitress at the Fort.
Because your mate's blonde-haired as well. You do look like them pair, don't you, from Human League?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vicky with the blonde hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a waitress. Yeah, my first ever job, and obviously that first wage packet, you think you're rich. Goes up 16, 17, something like that.
How long was you a waitress for?
Not long, because I hated it.
It's a really difficult job, isn't it?
It was awful. You know, I'll take my hat off to waitresses and waiters. It's hard. It's really hard.
And where did you do that? Where was you serving on the tables? What restaurant?
I can't remember the name of it. It was in the corner. You know the Fort shopping
centre?
Yeah.
Do
you remember the restaurant right in the corner?
Yes.
Like you've got Next.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember what it was called now, but it was there.
Okay.
Yeah, lovely group of people I worked with. But I hated it. That sounds awful, doesn't it? It wasn't me.
To be fair, I've done waiting in a restaurant, and it wasn't me as well. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's very difficult.
It's demanding.
And especially when it's a la carte and it's all in a foreign language and they're asking your opinion and you ain't got a Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, you don't know what you're trying to wing it.
It is absolutely... Well, I mean, I can wing a few things, but I can't wing that.
Foreign language.
So your promotions, when did you get into promotions? Was that straight after the waitress?
Excuse me. It wasn't actually. I did a few fair weather jobs, bit of retail, bit of office. I wasn't happy in anything. I couldn't really settle. You know, you feel like there's always something missing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wasn't sure what it was. That went on for years and years. And then I started a company called Black Cat Promotions.
Okay.
Which was basically the same as EA Promotions. But you're talking 15, 16 years ago.
Do you not get sued by Sunderland?
No.
You like the football analogies, don't you?
I didn't realise that was one, was it?
Black Cats, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's a good job I escaped that one then.
You ain't EA, get hold of you.
Oh, no, yeah. We're not EA Sports, for the record.
Yeah. EA Promotions.
EA Promotions.
But Black Cats?
So similar kind of thing. But my downfall was that I was much younger, much inexperienced, didn't know that many people. So we started off dancing. Because I always had a passion for dancing as well. So we did cage dancing. A friend of mine, Paul Brown, he was running some events, Chip Charlie events.
You're going to have to explain what cage dance... I've heard of cage fighting, but I've never heard of cage dancing.
So cage dancing, the same as cage fighting, but you're dancing. You're literally on the sides.
Oh, right, okay.
You're literally, yeah.
Interesting, that does.
Yeah, cage dancing,
Is this while the cage fighting's going on, or is it completely separate because you've lost me?
Completely separate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's literally, so you got your club, and you've got your side parts where the dancers,
right,
a space for the dancers. And I was with Vicky then as well. And we was doing our dancing, doing our thing. But we was doing it as Black Cat. As Black Cat
Dressed
Promotions.
up as a Black Cat?
No,
okay.
just as Black Cat
I was
Promotions.
gonna say,
We wouldn't even get that far.
That would be really kind of niche, wouldn't it? That
would be.
You can laugh, Bab. My mind's going all over the place.
Tail swishing.
Oh, absolutely whack. 9 lives of that 8. So, in the cage?
Or on bars. You know, we did various pubs, bars. We was dancing. And then it was similar to what we're doing now again. We was doing the meet and greet. So say if there was, a company had a VIP event on with a guest list, needed somebody professional at the front to greet members and let them in. Yeah. And we was doing that. But it didn't really work the way that EA is working.
Okay.
I think because of my lack of experience. I was very young. So then I went back to the other jobs that I've gone into the schools. But then again, I just felt like something was missing. Again, years went by in the schools, something was missing. So I thought, right, I'm going to have another go at it. So
with your cage dancing, how far was it all in Birmingham? Was it all local that you used to do, or did you go further afield?
We did London.
Right, okay.
Leicester.
Wow.
But mainly Birmingham.
Oh,
yeah, I think I did London twice. Club 54 in London, Helsinki and Leicester.
Because Club 54 in London, I'm guessing, is quite different from Club 54 in Birmingham.
I didn't know there was a Club 54 in Birmingham.
I believe there used to be.
I learn something new every day.
Or it might have been Club 64, but I'm going to keep that quiet. Yeah, it's just on the Agley Road. I mean,
okay.
what's 10 numbers? 54, 64.
There's no difference, is there?
Because there was a Studio 54 in New York City. That was a massive club, wasn't it?
Oh.
In New York. Oh, yeah, that in the day of the
my
New
God.
York Cosmos, it was like Studio 54. So you're in Club 54 in London.
Yeah.
So you've done your cage, you've done all your stuff, your bits and pieces. When did that penny kind of drop that you thought, I've done it before with Black Cats, I really fancy going back into this and doing it on my own? And how difficult was it to do it on your own? Because when you've got children,
Yep.
you know, it is more difficult to do things because you've got other people, a little one, to consider. Do you have that support network behind you to make things slightly easier for you?
I am lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got her dad. I've got my mum. We've got friends, so I am lucky. I do
Yeah.
get the mum guilt because mummy's out working a licensure.
Yeah.
So I do get mum guilt, but I try and make it up to you, don't I?
But that's the thing with your job. It is pretty much
Yeah.
nights, isn't it?
Yeah,
You
we was
can't
talking
work.
about that, wasn't
you
we? Yeah.
can't work 9 to 5.
No.
It's very
It's
difficult.
not a 9 to 5 job here.
You know, I used to work in nightclubs when I was younger, and by definition, you've got to do nights.
Yeah.
And you know, I didn't have kids in them days, but like with a kid, it is
Yeah.
very
It is
very
difficult.
difficult.
Yeah.
You've linked up with RGP
Yep.
or RPG for the
RPG.
ones that aren't dyslexic.
RPG promotions.
That must be a fantastic little fit for you because they're a local
Yeah.
company over that
Literally
way.
up the road, yeah.
And VIP Volcanoes as
Yeah.
well. So
Yeah.
let's just indulge a little bit about that because that's how we hooked up first.
Yeah.
When you done that night
That's
at
right.
the
Aston
Aston Inn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Andy Gray.
Yep.
It's a great night and Paul puts on some fantastic events.
Oh, his events are amazing.
In fact, I've done
Yeah.
a podcast with Paul, but my phone didn't record it, so I'm doing another one with him.
Mum.
It is difficult getting into the studio with commitments, etc.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
do a lot of it over the phone. What do you want, Bab?
Remember when I was the raffle
Oh,
guy?
yeah, go ahead, tell him the story.
You
'cause
crack on then, kid.
It's to do with RPG, isn't it?
Yeah, I was a raffle guy that, it was a princess event.
Oh, okay.
That Paul had done.
Yeah.
Because they do things for the family, don't they? And
Absolutely.
for kids'
Yeah.
events as well. So
Yeah.
who was you? Was you Princess Leia?
I was Princess Elsa.
Elsa from Frozen. Wow, my days.
That's my favourite character.
You've got your
Out of
hair a little
every
bit
single
like Elsa and Frozen, haven't you?
Yeah.
It is a bit, actually, isn't it? Yeah. You was working that night, that day, wasn't you?
Yeah.
Shall I tell you something as well? When we used to do another show in here, it was like Frozen in this little studio.
Paul,
No heating. No
Let it
nothing.
go.
Let it go. I still can't. I can still feel the freeze and the cold. So did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to be doing another one?
Well, you was a raffle girl, wasn't you? She was
Yeah.
working very hard, wasn't you?
Because it's very difficult selling them raffle tickets, isn't it? But I suppose with a little princess going around saying, do you want to buy one of my strips of raffle tickets, please?
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, the
please.
smile was out, the
And then
dimples
you
were
put
out.
the little begging bowl out down here, and them 10s and 20s come flowing.
Yeah.
It's me doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. Who are your role models growing up?
Oh, my role models. Other than Mike Tyson.
Okay, yeah.
Literally, that was the road because I've got two brothers as well.
Okay.
I have a younger sister, but she wasn't born till I was 11.
All right.
So my childhood was very male dominated.
Yeah, sure.
So took like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
You know, because my brother used to make me watch all the Rocky movies.
And Rambo.
And Rambo, yeah. And then obviously there was the boxing with my dad on a Saturday night. So yeah, it was literally all the action and not very girly. I'd love to say something girly, but
But again, girls do that these days, don't they?
Yeah.
Girls, like Eryn does a boxing.
Yeah.
Girls play football as well.
Yeah.
You know, girls can do things as good as boys, can't they, Bab? No, they can't. Yes, they can, can't they?
Yeah.
Yes, they can.
big yes, yes.
Yes.
Yes, they can. So your promotions, YEA promotions,
Oh, do you want to tell the story for that?
I'm guessing Eryn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because obviously my name's Eryn, so that's why the E's in it. And my sister's named Alex, and that's why that A is in it.
So you've got a sister named Alex as well?
Yeah.
She a bigger sister or smaller sister?
Bigger.
Oh, how big?
She's 20.
20! She's a big girl then, isn't she, Alex? Little Eryn and bigger. So it should be a little E and a big A in EA Sports. EA Sports, EA Promotions. Sorry, guys, not sports. Nothing to do with sports.
Well, I'm
just
still the
promotions.
boss.
Oh, you're still
She's
the boss? Oh,
She's
my
the boss.
God.
That's why the
Do you
E's
know what?
first.
That wouldn't surprise me at all. It wouldn't surprise. Where'd you get your bossy side from? Your mum or your dad?
Mummy.
Yeah, that don't surprise me. Great answers. So, with EA Promotions, how far do you go with your Black Cats and your dancing? You went down to London, etc., and what have you. Do you focus on Birmingham, or do you go further afar?
So we ventured to Leicester.
Okay.
We've recruited in Leicester for a couple of clubs, Wakiki Club.
Are these regular clubs, Rach, that you do, or weekly, monthly, etc.?
Regularish.
Okay.
It's kind of an if and when. It's nice to know that we're the ones they'd call if they need us. But again, it's like if they've got VIP events, they'll need somebody to check people in on a guest list. They want to give it that bit of prestige feel. So that's where we step in. We provide the personnel for that.
So you do stuff as you do raffle tickets.
Yeah, that's
and you go around,
pools.
selling stuff like that.
For the RPG, yeah.
You do obviously a lot more in terms of promotions. You meet, you greet, your EA promotions. What else do you do? What else does the promotion company involve? Because promotions, there's a massive spectrum,
It's a big
there?
umbrella, yeah. It's a big umbrella. We're on the smaller spectrum, really. I mean, we even
At the moment?
At the moment, yeah.
ATM?
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Yeah.
me.
You, sorry,
Yeah,
yeah. We've got big dreams, haven't we? We've got
Yeah.
hopes and dreams. But we even provide a chauffeur service as well.
Yes, I noticed
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Talk to me about that. How does the dynamics of the chauffeur service work? Is it for you, the girls that are doing or for your clients?
For both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for both, yeah, because I've got a couple of girls. I mean, one of my girls live in Wolverhampton.
Yeah.
So obviously I've got a duty of care to make sure she
Sure.
gets to and from events. So we use the chauffeur service for that.
Yeah.
And as well, it makes us look good when the girls turn up being
What about
chauffeur
me?
Yeah,
driven.
absolutely.
Oh, and you as well. Yeah, of course, you'd be chauffeur driven. You know that.
Actually, I'm the boss.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, you keep saying.
We know now.
So not only does it make us look more professional,
Yeah,
it's
sure.
good for the girls as well. But no, we can be used for anyone as well. Anyone that might need a chauffeur service.
So how many chauffeurs have you got? Do you own the cars, or do you just rent the cars out, or do they come with a package?
So we've got 3 chauffeurs.
Yeah.
2 of the chauffeurs use their own car.
Okay.
And then the third one would be rented as
Yeah,
and when.
yeah.
Posh Aston Martin for the
Oh, so it all looks so.
Yeah.
So you can literally pick up clients and take them, because I mean you got involved in Bellew, didn't you?
Yes, the Tony Bellew.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
at
was
Birmingham
with Paul.
City, wasn't it,
the
with Paul?
RPG event. Yeah, that was amazing.
So with people like that, you can literally provide. Don't worry, is it door-to-door service? How far do you pick your clients up and take them?
So with Birmingham, cover Birmingham.
Got ya.
Yeah, and then we would. So far, I haven't been asked to go further
Sure.
afield, but we would if we needed to. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And how can people hook up? Because we haven't mentioned your social medias or your website, etc.
Yeah.
Because people say, how do we get hold of EA Promotions? We've got an event coming up. We like the idea. We like the sound of what Rachel's doing and Eryn. How can we get hooked up with these two babes? And one of them is absolutely adorable, isn't she?
So the website's coming soon.
Yes.
I've actually asked Kev to give me a hand with the website. The
Volcano.
Yeah. So he's going to give me a hand with the website. So that I'm hoping maybe by the end of the month, depending on Kev's availability as well.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. Yeah, hopefully. Business cards. I'm flying business cards. we chuck our business cards around, don't we? Facebook and Instagram we're on.
Yeah.
I need to get on
EA Promotions.
EA Promotions, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. And then Twitter. I'm not on Twitter, but I keep meaning to go on.
What is
because
that?
Twitter, it's a bit like
It's a
bit like
platform
Instagram.
full of idiots, but it's very useful.
It's useful, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've never used Twitter.
Yeah.
Never used it, but everyone seems to be on it.
You don't miss
am I
much
not
on
missing
Twitter.
much? Is it not that? No.
Instagram and TikTok. TikTok is very good.
Oh, see, TikTok's another
it's
one
very
I'm
good
not
for
on.
Chinese government to keep an eye on
An eye
everybody.
on
as well,
everybody,
isn't it?
yeah.
Apparently, I don't
Close.
believe that. Seriously, if you want to keep an eye on TikTok, from what I look at TikTok, I wouldn't be looking at there's any intelligent life form on there.
Well, I know the videos and reels of people.
Oh, incredible.
Just like, yeah,
I
I'm
think
speechless.
I think it takes social media down to a new low.
Yeah, I
but
agree.
it's good for the kids, and it is a good way of communication. So if it is free, why not advertise on there?
Could do. Yeah.
It's another string to your bow, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Could do a funky EA dance
Well,
in the background.
absolutely. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
lots of people do stuff like that,
Yeah.
and it gets them noticed.
Yeah. Oh, we've got. It's doing a
There you
TikTok.
go. There's the funky dancing.
There you go. You could be the boss of the TikTok side of it as well, then.
So
I'm the boss
how-
of it already.
So, how long have you actually established EA promotions? Because you're going to get some merchandise,
Yes.
I've noticed.
Yes.
You're also
So
doing
excited I got.
a calendar.
Yes.
So let's indulge in that. How many steps have you made in a short space of time? It all seems quite newy.
It's very newy. It's
Yeah.
very quick. Some people are telling me I'm walking before I can run, but I'm an impulsive person. I want everything yesterday. So
Yeah.
I thought, I'm alive and kicking.
Aren't most females?
Mum, I'm
Yeah.
just letting you know
Yeah.
you got that the other way round.
Oh, okay, sorry.
You're
I
supposed
just
to be running before you're walking.
aren't you meant to be walking before you're running?
Ideally, you used to crawl.
Yeah.
Then you would walk, and then you would start jogging and running. But some adults like to sprint and then jog, and some of them fall on the face, get back up, and then sprint and jog before they can walk.
Yeah, there
But
you go.
that's the way adults
That would
do it.
probably be mummy. That would be
Yeah.
what I'm doing.
So your giant steps are what you're taking, walking on the moon.
Yeah, literally, yeah. Because I thought the promo side of it I love, you
Yeah.
know, the physical, going to the events, all that kind of thing I love. But then I thought, the sky's the limit. You know, I'm not going to lose anything if things don't work.
Yeah.
And if they do work, it could venture us onto a whole new platform. So I thought gym wear, it's everywhere now, isn't it? People wear gym wear who don't even go to the gym.
Yes.
So I thought, you know, my daughter's one of them. She'll wear, you know, the jumpsuits and the leggings and all of that, and she doesn't set foot in a gym.
Yeah.
So and not
Yes,
you,
I did.
not you, Alex.
Oh.
And I was talking to my friend. Didn't Gymshark start in his garden shed or something? Or
Well, Gymshark, the fella that was trying to buy Birmingham, I think he got something to do with Gymshark.
Yeah.
And they have been very, very popular.
They're successful,
And
aren't
do
they?
you know something? Little ideas do start in bedrooms and in
Exactly.
sheds, etc.,
Yeah,
etc.
exactly. Yeah.
And it's putting that legwork in. But it is very difficult. I
Very.
always feel that it's almost set up for you to fail.
Yeah.
But then if you
absolutely.
want to pay a lot of money, you
Yeah.
can actually try and succeed.
Yeah.
It's about sharing. I always say sharing is caring. Social media is very good.
Yes.
Do you find that people do share? Is that a situation that you've found with it?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm from my friends and friends of friends.
Yeah, sure.
Like my friend Melissa, who's on the calendar. She got some shares to promote the calendar. You know, it's little things like that.
Yeah.
Like you say, the social media. It's got its downfalls, but I do think it's got its quirks as well. I think, especially in my kind of business, I think without social media, I wouldn't be known. You know,
Yeah.
you wouldn't hear of us.
So is this like, it's full time? Is this what you do completely full time? You've thrown
Yeah.
everything in lock, stock and smoking barrel?
Literally, yeah, because I'm on my own as well. I'm
Yeah.
completely it's a 2-woman show, isn't it?
Yeah, it is,
It's not a
Eryn,
woman.
yeah.
It's a 2-woman show.
And
Yeah, and Alex, but Alex doesn't really do much, does she?
No.
No, little Eryn does
No.
though, don't she? So it's a 2-woman show.
Yeah, you've done some admin, haven't you? And you've done
Yeah.
the raffle work. And Alex, what's Alex done? Apart from moan,
Yeah.
nothing.
But I'm guessing at age of 20, Alex will come in quite useful, modelling the gym wear stuff.
I've already asked her. She's already in line when we've got the stock.
What about
and when
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, because you can as well. Of course
You can for the young ones.
Yeah.
No, I mean, not the
Absolutely.
television programme, the young ones, but, you know, the small ones, friends,
Yeah.
you know, kids.
I used to love that young ones, Rick Mail.
Yeah, it was fabulous,
Brilliant.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
So when's the gym stuff coming out and where are you getting the stuff from? It's very difficult, isn't it? because, you know, we've started doing the merch. I don't know if you've seen the current 79. It's my next podcast that I'm doing. But it's very difficult getting the equipment, and you've also got to watch the sizes as well.
Yes.
Because a generic small isn't a generic small.
No, it isn't. No, and being a woman as well, we know all about a size medium. It should be a medium.
Yeah.
When you could be a size 0 and still not fit into it.
Absolutely.
So I want to be really conscious, especially of you know, my target audience is going to, I'm presuming, you know, young impressionable women.
Yeah.
I don't want to give out complexes. I want them to be normal sizes for normal women.
Yeah.
Who like to eat.
Yeah, fair play.
Not, you know, not these stick thin.
Do you know something? Blokes actually like normal women that like to eat.
Yeah.
I've never known any bloke that likes these stick insect people.
Absolutely.
That walk on a catwalk.
Yeah.
And they wear something like a fruit bowl on their head.
Oh, no.
And they go, oh, isn't that great? And I'm going,
They don't even look human.
I just don't understand it. I don't get it. Why would you do that? Where are you going to market that?
Yeah, exactly. I've thought that because when you said it like you say, these catwalks, you don't see these outfits anywhere on the street.
Of course you don't.
Even if you was in Paris, you wouldn't see them.
No, of
so
course you
like
wouldn't.
you say, where's the market? I don't understand it.
I don't understand that. I don't understand fashion.
No.
I don't understand a lot of things.
Yeah.
But what I do understand is it's difficult because you've not just got the going out stuff that you do.
Yeah.
You've got all the admin work to do.
Yes.
Running a business is very,
It's
very
so time
difficult.
consuming.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's why I've had to give it my all. Because from the second my eyes are open, there's something to do. I mean, I love it though.
Yeah, there is,
I'm that kind of person. I love it. But it is hard. It's testing. But I love a challenge and it's challenging.
So going back to the gym wear, when do you expect it to come out?
Autumn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that what you're anchoring for?
Yeah.
Autumn?
Yeah.
So
I would have preferred summer.
Yeah.
Because we've got the women's shorts and things, so it would have been a bit more perfect. But it's looking at first, I thought it was going to be summer, but it's looking more autumn now. Because we're having some of the stock's going to be limited edition with the our embroidered logo.
Okay.
But that's what's going to be time consuming.
Yeah.
So, but it'll be worth it.
Who's doing all your embroidering? Because that's a difficult job in its own, isn't it?
It's a very difficult job, yeah. There's a gentleman, he's not too far away, he's only up Chelmsley Wood.
Okay, good.
So he's doing it. Yeah, we struck up a deal.
Has he got a place in the market?
So yes.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. So we've struck up a deal. So, but like I said, it's the only sad thing that's what's going to be time consuming. But it's going to give it that bit of prestige effect.
Yeah.
Because I don't want it to be, not sounding bad, I don't want it to be cheap tat
Yeah,
that's going to
absolutely.
shrivel up after one wash.
But again,
So
you've got to
it'll
buy
be worth it.
you know, the proper material, haven't you?
Exactly.
Where have you sourced it from?
Abroad.
Oh, okay.
It's
fair
come
play.
from abroad.
Turkey.
Yeah.
Turkey's a great
How
place.
did you guess?
Oh, Turkey's fantastic. Keep telling him. Turkey, go to Turkey. In fact, I'm going to Turkey next week.
Oh, yeah.
So I might have a word with them because the Turks do fantastic clothing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it is quality.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
people look at clothing and you feel the texture of the cloth,
Yeah.
I'll defy anybody to tell the difference between, say, for instance, Ted Baker and a Turkish Ted Baker.
Yeah.
No difference at all.
No difference, no, it's good.
Turkey's a fantastic place.
A couple of people said to me, sourced from China. But
He's done that, China. But it didn't get on very well, did it?
and again, that goes back to the sizes as well.
Oh, tell me, a Chinese small is like
It's-
midget.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
Chinese
exactly.
large
Yeah.
is small.
Exactly. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to fit in anything. So I thought.
But that's the thing with, fashion. If you go and buy anything, I like to go to TK Maxx.
Yeah,
So I'll go
I'll
through
TK
the
Maxx.
racks. And you'll try something on that looks nice. It just don't fit nice because it's
it's
either
true.
too big or too small.
Exactly.
So there isn't actually a generic small, medium, large, extra large, etc., etc.,
Exactly.
etc.
Yeah, exactly.
There is a generic calendar because there's only 12 months in it.
You can't go wrong.
Well, you can't. No, you've identified your one friend and you have put it out on the socials.
Yeah.
Of Melissa.
Sneak peek. Yeah.
Is it going to be a saucy calendar or is it going to be a calendar with fully clothed girls? Is it going to be a classy calendar? Do you want him on one of your months, Mrs. Brown?
I've got still two months that need doing.
He'll do July and June for you.
Perfect. Yeah, you've done one. Yeah.
Oh, you're in May?
That's why it's not going to be a saucy calendar.
Yes, okay. Yeah.
We've got our saucy month.
But again,
That's about
it's where you want to go with your business because when you're putting your business and your name to something, you want it to be noticeable.
Exactly.
You want it to be something slightly different.
Exactly.
A little bit edgy, gets,
exactly.
chins wagging, etc. But you don't want it to be
too much.
Do you?
Yeah, exactly.
You know where I'm going.
Because we cover...
Oh, blimey.
Sorry,
it's all right.
Princess. Because we cover such a wide range of it.
Absolutely.
Like, Melissa's perfect because that is a part of what we do. You know, look fabulous. But then there's the other side of it, like the chauffeur side of it.
Sure.
And the more professional side of it. So each page is going to be... like, I'll give you another little hint. One of our pages is going to be one of our chauffeurs.
Okay.
Taking one of our girls somewhere lovely.
Yeah,
So
nice.
you'll get a glimpse of the car, the chauffeur, and the staff. So
because it's a great way, Rach, of promoting your business as well, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, when you've got the chauffeur, this is what we do. So you look at the calendar. This is what we offer.
Yeah.
This is also what we offer. Yeah. These are some of the girls. This is the team. This is Leroy that knocks the hell out of my daughter at the boxing gym, his coach. Hey?
Exactly, yeah. And I thought how brilliant to have us in people's faces all year round, you know, from January through till December.
Because again, everybody needs a calendar.
Exactly. Yeah.
My missus always says, have you looked on the calendar? I say, Bab, I cannot keep up when you're going out. It's easier to see when you're staying in. So I don't bother looking at a calendar. I don't go out anywhere. I've got no friends.
Oh, we'll be Paul's friend, won't we?
Yeah.
Thank
there you go, 2 new friends.
Thank you, Eryn. I love the way you do that. That's quality. How did COVID hit you? Because promotions, etc., and the kind of job that you're doing in that environment, that must have been an absolute...
Well, I was lucky
tsunami.
In a sense. I was lucky because I hadn't set back up during COVID. I was at the schools.
Yeah.
So it was awful working in that environment, you know, in a school environment. But promotion-wise, it didn't affect me, luckily. But I remember a lot of my friends are in promotions. My friend Chad Lewis is into it much more than me. I think he suffered big time with the closures of pubs and clubs and whatnot. Yeah, I think it hit a lot of people hard. Yeah. Yeah, especially in that industry.
I mean, nice now that they're getting back on the feet and things seem okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't look as though we're going to have another pandemic anytime
I agree.
soon.
No pandemic, no.
You know, so there we go. I think they've done what they've had to do. And,
hopefully.
You know, let's say no more and move on. From events that you've done, let's have a chat about some of the light-hearted moments that you've witnessed, some of the funny things, some of the magic moments, some of those memorable moments.
I'm
guessing that's a good one.
This is awful, actually, because, you know, when you're all dressed...
Do you know what? The more that you say this is awful, or someone does something, you laugh more, don't you?
Yeah.
You remember when old Jeremy Beadle used to do the "You've been framed" and stuff that?
Yeah.
The more that someone would fall over, break the neck or the collar, but you piss yourself laughing, don't you?
Yeah.
You do, don't you?
Yeah, and that is exactly what happened, yeah.
What, fell over and broke his collar neck and got "You've been framed" and earned 200 quid?
Oh, I nearly did.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me about it. What happened?
I was at, it was a hotel that wanted me.
Yeah.
It was just an event they had on.
In Birmingham?
Yeah, in Birmingham.
So let's name check the hotel.
It was Arden. Yeah. And really nice place. And all they wanted, it was nice and simple, they just wanted me to stand there in reception, guiding the guests in, checking off the VIP checklist. Really simple, really. So I was there in a lovely black dress. Heels that was too high for me to walk in, but you have to look a certain way.
Yeah.
And I've got out my chauffeur car, trying to look all professional, a bit nervous, but all professional. Gravelly floor, fell straight over, ripped my dress, cut my knee. It was just awful. And I couldn't go home, you know.
No, it's a great look, isn't it, for meet and greet?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kieran said to me, I'll take you back. I said, no, it's okay. So I'll just deal with it. Luckily, I was stood behind a stand so nobody could see my bust-up knee and broken
a real
heels.
big stand.
It was just like, you know, so hard. But it was awful, and I was mortified, and everybody saw. And, you know, everyone, you know, is sympathetic, but, you know, when you just want the grain to swallow you.
Yeah.
And, oh, God, it was just awful. Yeah. And that was when I was first starting out as well, so...
Sometimes that happens, but through that experience, it makes you, doesn't it? Because you could end up. Kieran says, "You want to go home?" Yeah, I'm crying and that, and I'm going home.
But then you
go, "No, roll me." You know,
you failed before you've even started.
From Marston Green.
Exactly.
Do you know what
exactly.
I mean?
Yeah.
Marston Green. From
it takes more than that to knock me down.
Not far from Chelmsford. What do you think I'm going home? Having just grazed me knee.
Exactly. Kick my heels off and get on with it.
It's like a normal night out at the old Aero Club, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
So, anything else that's been memorable for you?
Falling off the bar.
You've got it. It's okay.
At Coyote.
I was going to say it. At where?
Coyote Ugly. To be fair,
How high was the bar? I mean, don't ever go and do gymnastics, Rachel.
I know she's the gymnast, not me.
Yeah.
In my defence, I wasn't expecting to have to go onto the bar because
Would you say your mum's a bit clumsy? Yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
I fall over a lot, don't I?
Yeah.
I felt straight off the bar. But in my defence, I wasn't.
Bar side or customer side?
Customer side. Yeah, customer
Did
side.
they catch you?
Yeah, no. Nobody caught me. So that was another situation of on the floor. Right, okay, Rach, just get up, dust yourself off.
I mean, how far into your number and what number were you dancing to? I mean,
It was a 9-minute set of dancing, and I think I was on like 6 minutes.
so you've done a fair few
I've
minutes.
done a bit, to be fair.
So
yeah.
you were getting all excited, well, you know, I've
Yeah.
done 6 minutes, let's fling a few more shapes.
Yeah, you know, as the music is in and you're getting a bit,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I'm settling into this.
bit of crowd surfing.
Yeah, and then too far out and gone. Yeah,
Was
so-
drink taken?
No.
No.
No, but
No,
I can't even blame
can't, can
alcohol.
you?
At least if I'd had a drink, I could
Yeah,
blame
yeah.
the alcohol. I was completely sober, so what was my excuse?
So when you're dancing on a bar, do you still dance on bars?
Yeah, we still dance, yeah. Cause,
Oh, okay.
me,
but
me
do
and
you
Vicky-
do the dancing as well?
Yeah, yeah.
Have you fell over since?
No, actually.
Okay,
no.
just the once.
Yeah, well, twice. Oh, well, once on the bar.
Yeah, and once outside of the
hotel.
shop. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So you've not fallen over again?
No.
No.
No. Well, I fall over in general in everyday life
Yeah.
going on.
I don't want to tell them what you did this morning, remember?
Oh, yeah, I
God.
think we better not say anything about that one, Bab. Hey.
Falling
Yeah.
down the stairs.
No, not that far.
Oh, okay. Okay, well,
At least.
we'll keep that.
Yeah.
What do you do? What do you do? You button it. What do you do? You zip,
Zip it, lock
What do
it.
they-
Lock it, throw it.
Throw it away, don't you?
Oh,
Yeah.
when I was at it, was zip it, lock it, put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
Is it not that anymore?
No, kids just throw it
it.
away now because you don't
Lock
open it
it.
again, do you?
Throw it away.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a
just
close
chuck it
forever.
away. It's the modern world, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
true.
throwaway society.
That
Throw
is
it
true.
in the bin.
So when you're dancing on the bar at Ugly Coyote, was that the one in Birmingham?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In town, yeah.
Because you're still doing stuff. I noticed on your socials, you're still back at Ugly Coyote.
Yeah. Excuse me. Again, it's as and when needed.
Do they not go 6 minutes, Rachel? You know, 6 minutes, she's
6
going to go.
minutes, she's off.
What footwear do you wear when you're dancing?
See, if you're sensible.
But I'm guessing you're not.
No, yeah.
No.
Small heels.
Yeah.
But to be fair, when I fell, I
6
wasn't
inch.
expecting to have to dance. It was
Right,
kind of
okay.
it was kind of thrown at me because
Yeah,
she
yeah.
knew that I could.
Yeah.
And that it was what we did. She said, "Oh, go on then, show us what you've got." So me and Vicky were like,
Literally did, didn't you?
yeah, we literally showed them what we got.
Yeah.
Free for all.
Could you do backflips and stuff?
No.
No, she just went up, you know, I mean, she...
I probably could.
Yeah, I'm sure you could if you're a gymnast. What else have you got on the horizons? What happens when you're boxing promotion? Because you're doing that and you're doing other things as well. You're a little bit like a builder, aren't you?
Yeah,
They'll
a
do
little
an
bit of
extension
everything.
and you know
Yeah.
what I mean? So you come back
Yeah.
and... What else have you got on the back burner at the moment?
So at the moment, I'm
Hmm?
trying to just take a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
The chauffeur service is a little bit slower than
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I would
yeah.
have liked, but it's nice to know that it can be built upon.
Sure.
But the bars and the clubs are great,
Mm-hmm.
but with little one, I was hoping to steer into other avenues eventually.
Yeah, got you.
Because it's just so difficult when, like we said at the beginning, when
Mm-hmm.
you're working all day and then doing the bars and things of a night time, it gets
Yeah.
hard.
I mean, these are seriously long hours, aren't you? Because
Yeah.
you got to take Eryn to school, etc., and that, and
Yeah. then
then you got to get babysitting and what have you when
Yeah.
you're on a night.
Yeah.
And then you
It's
come
hard.
back, especially if it's a late night.
Yeah.
And you've been dancing on a bar and fell off it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
It's
and you're
hard
at
work.
A&E, ain't you? And then
Yeah.
you've got to come back. And
It's
you go,
hard work.
Doctor, can you hurry up? I've got to get home. I've got to have a few hours sleep, so I take the baby to school.
Yeah, it is hard. But like tomorrow, you're at school, aren't you? And then I've got a ton of admin
Yeah.
to do. I've got a meeting during the day, and then I'm picking up Paul in the afternoon to do Paul's event tomorrow.
Yes.
So tomorrow will be like a 12, 13, about a 15, 16-hour day for me tomorrow.
So long. Seriously, though,
Yeah.
it is a long
It is long.
day, innit?
It is long.
Promotions, I look at promotions people and they think, oh, it must be great there. You just go out to bars. Hello, how are
They
you?
think
And meet
it's
them and
easy,
greet
yeah.
them.
But there's a lot of stuff
Absolute
behind
dawdle.
the scene.
They don't get all the rest
Yeah.
of the stuff.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
What kind of is too big and what's too small? How many people have you got in your company? Can you overstretch yourselves? And who else is in this calendar?
Me?
So, Paul and Chris are in the calendar.
Nobody would want to look at my face on the
Chris.
calendar.
Of course
I
they
mean,
would.
to be fair, he's a bit dashing. I mean, he could double up as either Wurzel Gummidge or
It's the first time you've seen me with a beard.
or Father Christmas. Be all right, wouldn't he? Christmas do's Father Christmas.
What do you think?
Yeah,
There you go. That's sorted. That's December.
yeah, he can do
That's
it
our
as well.
December month.
Yeah.
There you go. So that's that one. So thank
you
you,
go.
because I'm stuck for 2 pages.
Okay, so you've got one. You can
So
have
December.
Mrs. Brown for
So it's
December.
going to be 5.
What month would you want to be?
Seriously, you could have a red gown. You know, well, Father Christmas does have a red gown.
Yeah, it does.
But what's your corporate colours?
Black and silver.
See, black and silver Father Christmas. He's got the silver in him,
silver.
the salt and
There you
pepper and
go,
all that.
perfect.
Yeah,
Absolutely perfect.
perfect.
That's sorted. See, there's
So-
an opportunity every day.
Yes. So, how many people are in your company? What's the Eryn, of course, Alex, of course, Mom, the boss, and who else? Who's your friend that you do all the work with? You seem to go back a long way.
Vicky.
Vicky.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
Me and Vicky, we were school friends. And you know when you that one person.
Where was it? BK that you?
BK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me go.
Sorry. You know, there's that one person in your life
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
just always there.
I've never known one. No.
Oh,
No.
that's me and Vicky. She's brilliant, and she can do everything that I can do.
Yeah.
And we've just gone through thick and thin together. She was with me through Black Cat, with me when I decided it wasn't what I wanted to do.
Sure.
Carried back to normal friendship in between. She's come on board with me again.
She wasn't there when you fell over off the karaoke bar, though, was? And when she fell out the limousine.
She wasn't there outside the hotel. She was at the coyote though.
Well, I bet she was
laughing in the background.
That would be me.
Oh, I made her night.
Look at her on the floor.
I made her night.
So does Vicky still do an awful lot with you? She's still your right-hand person with your events?
That's exactly what she
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
And we had that conversation when we was walking through town a few weeks ago, and I said to her, "You are my right-hand woman."
Yeah.
She's amazing. If I ask her to do something or be somewhere, she's there.
Yeah.
And she's got her own job and her own kids as well. She's amazing. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do a lot of what I've done without Vicky. Yeah, absolutely.
Having friends like that is different
Priceless.
class, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
priceless.
it's
You-
priceless.
You can't buy them.
Yeah, even throwing ideas away, like, because I'll have an idea. I'll wake up in the middle of the night with an idea and I'll write it down.
Have you got a notebook or something
yeah.
by the side of your bed?
Yeah,
Have you
notebook by the
really?
side of my bed, and I just have these wacky ideas, try and make them a reality. I'll text
So when
Vicky
was
in
the
morning.
last time that you woke up? I mean, me and him at our age, we wake up and we go for a gypsies. You know, but like you go like, oh blimey, I woke up, I've got to know. Do you dream about him? Because he's had dreams. We used to do a show called The Biscuit Boys, and he reckons in one of our shows he can control his dream.
Really? You know, I know somebody else who said the same thing.
I can, yeah.
No
I
chance.
actually
I can't
know
do it,
when
but-
I'm dreaming.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, see it. That's amazing.
You know when you're dreaming?
Yeah, I know when I'm dreaming. Yeah.
Well, everyone knows when we're dreaming
I know
because
when I'm
you're
so I
dreaming.
can control, when I'm dreaming, I'm thinking, oh, this is a great dream. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I can do that.
I'm going to do the other.
See, I know a woman who said something similar. She had a recurring nightmare.
Yeah, I have a I used to have one every Wednesday.
She had a recurring nightmare.
Yeah.
It was going on for months. And then she said, I can't remember the exact details, but she said she almost trained herself to change the dream.
Yeah.
And something happened if she got on this buzz in this nightmare.
Got on the what?
A buzz. It was like a nightmare buzz. Took her to somewhere awful.
A bus like in Birmingham on the outer circle or the inner circle.
I don't know if it was
just-
the Route 14 taking her to town or
Got
what.
ya. So it would always involve a bus.
Yeah, this nightmare.
This nightmare
apparently-
was a bus.
Yeah, and then she trained herself to not get on the bus in the dream.
Got a taxi?
And got a taxi instead.
Got there quicker.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, no, I can do
strange.
that.
Yeah.
V. Cartwright has just said, hi, Rach. Go on, girl.
Go
That's
on,
Vicky.
girl.
Vicky
Oh, is
Cartwright,
that
that's
Vicky?
Vicky. Hi, Vic.
Vicky Cartwright, there you go.
He's watching live.
So,
Hi, Vic.
what kind of ideas do you have, and how often do you have these? Because songwriters do that, don't they?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, they wake up because when you have an idea, it's like a dream, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
Because if you don't write the thing down, you sometimes forget it.
Exactly.
You think, "Oh, it's gone.
And that's
We should have
happened.
wrote it down.
And that's happened. And my mum said, carry a notepad, because that has happened so many times.
Yeah. My best podcasts are when nothing's recorded.
Oh.
Get away with that, can't you?
true, yeah.
I was brilliant.
How many of those did we record in the past?
Well, you know.
Or didn't.
Yeah, no, we used to do it for about 5 years. His missus still hasn't got a Scooby-Doo.
Oh.
But there you go. So what kind of ideas are you having? Where do you want to take EA Promotions?
See, this is where some people laugh at me because I have no limit. Because
I'm not going to laugh at you.
Thank you.
It's okay.
Because I have no limit.
You are, though.
You're going to laugh, aren't you? But I just dream big because I just think you're only here once, and I just want to do everything. But I've just got to learn. Even Paul said to me, calm down.
Yeah.
But I want to do everything. If you said something to me, any kind of suggestion,
I'm going to say to you, what would you like to do? What's your big dream? What are you thinking? What would you like to be? What would you like to do? Where would you like to be in 12 months' time?
Oh, sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Honestly, sky's the limit. I always said I wanted to be a millionaire by the time I was 40. Well, I'm 38 now, so I don't think that's necessarily going to happen.
You're not going to get there.
Another 18 months.
That's negative.
Yeah.
That's negative thinking.
Galboy used to say this time next year, Rodney, we'll be millionaires.
Yes, yeah. Oh, yes, see, I'm a
never know,
Birmingham Dale boy.
Yeah.
I'm a Birmingham Dale boy.
Well, you're actually not a boy, you're a girl.
Yeah, I'm a Birmingham Dale
Mind you,
Dale
these
girl.
days you don't know, do you?
Well, I
a
could
lot
be
of
a
the
teapot.
girls are boys, aren't they?
I could be a teapot.
Yeah, you could be. You could
Oh,
identify as
you know.
anything these days. It is quite a bizarre scenario.
It really is.
You don't know what... I'd hate to be dating these days because you just don't know what's out there, do you, literally?
Nope.
I mean, in the olden days, you kind of have a vague idea. But I mean, now...
It's a bit more complicated.
I was in the bank the other day and I said, excuse me, this young lady was before you. And the girl said, I'm not a lady. I thought, oh my God.
Here we go.
What are you?
Here we go.
So what's your biggest thing that you would like to do?
I think getting into the clothing.
Okay.
Yeah, I think getting into the clothing. So this is going to be, when the gym wear comes out, it's going to be a bit of a tester.
Yeah.
It might not work, it might completely flop. But
Well, you don't know.
at least I will have
you're
tried.
giving it a go, ain't you?
Yeah, at least I will have tried. But I get inspired by people like Kate Middleton. Her mum's business, the party pieces, started in her garden shed.
Mind you, it was a big garden shed if
It
it's
was-
Kate Middleton.
Did they grow up on a normal? Was they ever normal though?
I don't think people like that are ever normal.
True. Yeah.
Not normal as we would know normal in
Not-
Kingshurst or Chelmsley.
Not from our kind of background.
No. Normal to them is like their shed would probably be about as big as Marston Green Rec.
That's
You
true,
know, it's
actually.
a kind of big shed.
Yeah, that's true.
You know.
Yeah.
But you know,
You never know. We'll go back to Jim Shark. He was more normal, wasn't he?
absolutely, yeah, and lots of normal people do. I see your tattoos. That's your your first
Yeah.
Young
Alex and Eryn. And then just bits.
tattoos. You like them?
I love them.
Yeah.
Love them. Yeah, I would be covered in them if I could be.
No, don't.
Yeah, I love tattoos. Yeah, my dad always used to say that. He said, "Stop it, you make yourself look like a bloke." But I love tattoos.
So, are there any venues that you're? Paul does a lot at the Macadam Social Club, etc.
Yeah.
Are there any venues that you're attached to? You'd like to be attached to? Is that something that you would like to advertise? You'd like to have a stable place that you go to every Friday or Saturday night, etc., etc.
Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah. That's another thing. Actually, I was speaking to Paul last weekend, saying I'd love to do my own event as well, like what Paul does. I'd love to do that one day as well. Yeah, that'd be quite good.
If you were going to put on an event, what event would you like to put on?
Boxing event.
Would you really?
Yeah.
So you're really into your boxing,
I love
aren't you?
boxing, yeah, and I'd want Bruno or somebody like that. Yeah.
Doing a what?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm guessing Frank wouldn't be fighting now.
No,
but would
no.
it be kind of Q&A?
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah,
that,
meet and greet Q&A.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love that. Yeah. I
mean,
said that to Paul. I'd love to do that.
He was great though, wasn't he, Frank?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know-
Paul did Frank, didn't he? I'm sure he did a couple
I'm
of
not.
years ago.
He did, yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
he did.
To be fair,
Yeah.
You did, yeah.
I think he did. Yeah.
but there's so many great people out there, so many
Yeah.
different things, so many challenging things.
Oh, you're spoilt for choice anyway.
So your calendar comes out October,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Just for Christmas, which is ideal, isn't it?
Yeah,
Really, because
perfect.
January starts the new
Exactly.
year,
It gives
don't
people
it?
a couple of months. Gives me a couple of months to
Where
really
are you
push
going to
it.
be selling that from? Have you got outlets, shops and stores and stuff
Not
like that?
yet. No, first of all, it'll just be from me.
And Chelmsley Market, by the sounds of it,
Things
could
like
be a
that,
good
yeah.
little place.
Yeah. Maybe even like the Bull Ring.
Yeah.
And then I was hoping maybe for 2025 if I progress throughout the year, another calendar. Maybe then let's.
Where did the idea of calendars come from? And
it was a bizarre midnight moment.
Oh, was it really?
That was
calendars?
one of my notepad moments, yeah. Because I remember thinking, because to make a business work, you got to be in people's faces.
Yeah, you have, yeah.
But not in an annoying way, because
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
hate to be annoying. Like, oh, it's Rachel again. So I was thinking, how could you do it discreetly so you're in their face and they don't even know that you're in their face?
Yeah, that's
calendar.
clever. Mugs as well.
Mugs, yeah.
Mugs are a good way.
Oh yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do.
Mugs.
Where's the camera? Can we say me Alan Hudson mug?
Yeah.
We do lots of merchandising. SRBmedia.co.uk/shop.
Yeah. There you go.
So we could put your stuff in our shop as well.
That'd be
sell it
amazing.
for you.
I know I could promote it.
Wow.
Oh, dream team.
Win-win.
Yeah, I mean, we've got some lovely T-shirts that you'd look lovely in
you
promoting
go.
our T-shirts. Yeah,
Gives
absolutely.
a t-shirt. I'll get myself on social media.
There you go,
There you
Mrs.
go.
Brown. There's an offer
There
that
you go.
you can't refuse. So what is directly next for Rachel Proctor? Do you mind me calling you Rachel, or is it Rach?
Whatever you prefer.
Yeah.
Everyone usually calls me Rach, whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's next for you then, Rach? Immediately after your boxing, what do you turn your hand to?
Immediately, it will be the push of the gym wear. That will the calendar's coming along really nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's kind of fitting into place.
How many boys, how many girls on the calendar? Mix?
It's mixed, yeah. So
Yeah.
we've got the 3 chauffeurs.
Yeah.
But one of our chauffeur guys is a bit shy, doesn't like social media.
Okay.
So that makes it difficult. So I couldn't really promote that page until
Yeah,
the calendar's out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be the chauffeurs and the girls. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's all on your social medias.
Ooh.
EA Promotions.
Yeah.
On Facebook, soon to be on Twitter.
Yep.
On Instagram.
Yeah.
Because Instagram is a good one, isn't it?
Instagram's
Especially for your
great.
visual effect.
Yeah, totally, yeah. 'Cause-
Facebook's good for the words.
Exactly.
And doing stuff.
And
And,
then-
videos and reels, etc.
Yeah.
But Instagram's good for the immediate effect
Oh
of
yeah, if you've
the
got something
picture
that you just want to show someone,
in your face.
brilliant. Yeah. I put a video of Eryn doing a boxing on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I put and
Well, I wouldn't fight you.
No, mate.
I wouldn't fight anyone. I'm a
she's
win.
a tough cookie.
scared.
And I put it on Instagram with some music background noise. I can't remember what it's called now. Glow Stick, I think it was called, the music.
Oh, okay.
And Glow Stick on Instagram took the video and put it on their platform.
Oh, lovely.
So yes, I thought that was really nice. Yeah, they didn't have to ask permission because I'd
Oh,
used their
that's
song, which I wouldn't have minded anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic that is.
Yeah,
What
so that's
usually
good.
happens with us, when we put something to music, they just block us.
Oh,
Well,
that's not nice.
We've got loads and loads of videos that are just complete silence when the music
Oh,
comes on.
really?
Yeah, because of copyright issues and
Oh.
stuff and what have you. But you won't have any copyright issues, so make sure you get it all copyright.
Absolutely.
I can almost see in 12 months' time the door opening. And then the Dragons are sitting there and going, and it's Rachel Proctor from Birmingham.
Oh,
I'm
amazing.
looking for £300,000 and 5% of my business. I'm
Oh,
thinking,
amazing.
no, just ask him for at least 15%, Rich,
Yeah.
because you got no chance.
Yeah, definitely.
Anything else that you would like to talk about that we haven't talked about, Rach? The floor is yours for the next few minutes.
Thank you.
I've done my work now. I'm going to go to sleep.
Oh, you're having a nap. Nap time.
So it is a bit late for me, to be fair. I mean, at my age, you wait till you get to my age, you want to have a nap a bit early.
I don't know if I'd have to wait because I'm shattered all the time these days.
Yeah.
I think we've covered everything. Is there anything you wanted to add? Surely you've
Yeah.
always got
When's
something
your
to
first
say.
fight? Are you having any fights? Are you?
You do want to compete, don't you?
Yeah.
You do.
You're not lined up yet, are you? But
No.
you're
No.
gonna have to speak to Leroy.
Yeah. You versus Leroy.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one, wouldn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. And you want to come to John Pegg's gym, don't
So
you?
in
And
that
meet some of the
video,
fighters.
I probably will win.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Sell the
absolutely.
tickets. I've seen your mum with a summer ball.
Yeah.
Advertising all the tickets.
I got more than Vicky.
Eryn versus Leroy.
That would be
Fiver.
brilliant.
Brilliant, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And you could have all your Frozen, Princess Leia and all that, and have all the promotions. Your mum's good at doing the promotions.
There you go.
Uncle Paul's good at doing the promotions.
There you go.
Yeah. Hey?
Yeah.
It's all set up for you.
I bet that I'm going to win it.
That's your first bout. I'm sure you will win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see this on the cards. I can see it happening.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, the next chapter of your life might be your boxing career. Imagine that. Imagine that.
Amazing.
We're about 10
Very.
years' time, you're the world champion,
Yeah.
and your mum's a multi-millionaire,
Yeah.
and me and him are still sitting in here,
Floppy
desperate and
t-shirts.
broke.
We'll take you with us.
Can
A
I?
Malibu mansion.
Well, absolutely.
I
Everybody
don't know if
wants.
that's going to happen though.
No, but you
Of course
got to
it
dream
will.
big.
You got to try.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you reach for the stars,
Reach
you
for
might
the stars.
just one of these days touch them.
You never know.
You never
Otherwise,
know.
what's it all about?
Never.
What were you for otherwise?
God loves a trier.
Yeah.
Can I thank you, young ladies, for your time?
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.
It's been
Yeah,
an
thank you for
absolute
having
pleasure.
us.
Hey.
It's been lovely, hasn't it?
You've got lovely teeth as well, ain't you? You're at that age where all them teeth, your baby teeth, have all dropped out.
Yeah.
And you got all your teeth and they're all
Yeah.
lovely.
You've just got one niggly one left, haven't you?
Yeah,
Well,
it's
we've always-
stubborn.
Stubborn
There's
one, isn't it?
always one niggly, stubborn one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Father Christmas, December on the calendar.
I'll hold you to that, by the
Brilliant.
way.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
And you for another month, Paul.
Nobody would want it. They'd just fast forward mine. They go.
Oh, they wouldn't, would they?
No wood, yeah. No.
Yeah, they would. So, girls, thank you so much. Have a safe journey home.
Thank
All
you.
the very best
you.
with your promotions. And you with Leroy and your sparring and your punching and your first fight with Leroy. Okay.
Thank you so
And
much
you've
for having
got a
us.
lovely smile, Eryn, as well. Last one of these for the cameras. Fabulous. She loves the camera, don't
Oh,
she?
she's a natural. She's a natural.